Hi, everybody. This is Crypto Rich working with you to get rich with crypto, filling our pockets with crypto profits. And today, which is Tuesday, the 1st of May, I have with me Chandan Indora. Chandan is one of the founders of Kakushin.tech. This is an ICO from India, and we're going to be talking about what it does and how it works and everything about it. Hopefully, everything important. First of all, I'm going to start by letting you know I'm Crypto Rich, and that's Chandan. This is I think this is the first video where I've actually shown my face. So if you've been wondering what I look like, this is what I look like. And just apologies for my voice. I haven't fully recovered from the excesses of the weekend just gone. Now this video was recorded on the 1st of May, but it will be going out sometime later. All right. So Chandan, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Mr. Rich, or I can call you Crypto Rich.
You can call me Rich or Crypto Rich.
Yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And you're in Bhopal, right?
Yes, I'm in Bhopal. Currently, I'm in Bhopal.
Bhopal in India, and I'm in the UK. All right. So look, do you want to start by just telling us a little bit about yourself, just in a few sentences, your background that's relevant here?
Well, when it comes to me, I come from a business family and a political family. My mother's side is a political family in India, and my father's side is a business family. I'm the 15th generation business person in the family. And we have been into manufacturing and trading and gold and diamond jewelry business.
Okay.
More than, my father is into it. Then I realized that I'm more of a consultant when it comes to the heart. My core is about being a consultant, solving the problem, identifying the main issue. So I did my master's from a University of South Australia. And I spent about 7 years in Australia studying and working with different organizations, different kind of businesses, helping people develop their own business. And my target has always been the people who are about to start a business, not already in the business, but people who want to start a business, had an idea about a business. Then I identified there are two kinds of businesses mainly.
Right.
Number one, a traditional business. Either you can go with the flow and start doing what everybody else is doing, or you can have a franchisee or become a paid employee, but you can call yourself a businessman and doing the same stuff what others are doing.
Right.
You can either be a distributor or PNF or franchisee owner or whatever, a shop owner, but you are doing business for a bigger business than you that already exists. Right. Then there is a second kind of business, which very few people have courage to do it, and that is an innovative business, something new that nobody has ever done it before. But it involves the same traits of trading. Like you have an input, then you have a process, and then there is an output. So that's what people do. So what attracted me most is the innovation in the business, the inventions, innovation, creativity, something new.
Okay.
An approach to solve a problem. Hence, I become a consultant, and my approach in providing that consultancy is to make sure that innovation should be recognized, the problem should be solved. This is what I do. Hence, the birth of Kakushin.
Great. Chandan, hold on 1 second. We're back. This is one of the perils of being a home educating parent working from home. All right, so Chandan, you've given us your background. And now, so you got interested in inventions and innovation, and that side, cultivating those kind of businesses.
Exactly.
So I take it this is where Kakushin comes in.
Yes. Kakushin, as the name is, most of the people might not know about it from the Western society. Kakushin is the literal translation of innovation in Japanese. Kakushin means innovation for the betterment. It's one of the 3 Ks from the Japanese culture.
Right.
Hence the Kakushin, because what I found, what people call it evolution, I call it innovation.
Okay.
Even in the Darwin's theory, when they talk about how living organisms have to adapt to a certain climate, to survive, and it's not the whole race, but a certain amount of the total race adopted to it. That is innovation, because it's not evolution. Evolution happens after the innovation has taken place,
Okay.
and people adapt to a certain situation and solve a problem.
Okay. But
So
it seems very esoteric and unnecessary. And here's why I say this. One is I
yeah,
don't have a business background. So it's really
yeah,
easy for me to say ignorant things, right?
yeah. No, that's all right.
Based on very little knowledge, okay? But a lot of confidence.
Oh,
Then also esoteric because there must only be a tiny proportion of businesses that would be interested in this. And then also, what about innovative businesses that have happened before? You know, like Google, they didn't have you. They got really big. Why does
yeah,
anybody need you?
yeah. See, what we can say is, first of all, everybody is born intelligent,
Yes,
and education that ruins you,
yes,
because education puts the limits to your thoughts. Education tells you what cannot be done.
right.
Apart, I mean, it should tell you what can be done, but it tells you what cannot be done.
Yeah,
So once you start being educated, you are being limited. Innovation doesn't happen that way. Uh, I understand what you said, that the business, the innovative business would be the little amount.
yeah,
But see, this little amount would cater the most majority, because these are not innovative people. Communication was happening before the telephones were invented.
yeah.
But when telephones got invented, the communication got better. Then came the mobile cell phones and mobiles, and now smartphones. So everybody has their own cell phones, and they care about their cell phones more than a living human being. The cell phone manufacturing units are little compared to the world population, and they are catering to these bigger population. Yes, nobody needs me. Yes, I agree. Google got bigger without my help, but they need people to support the idea. They need people to help them. Everybody needs a mentor or a friend or a guide or somebody who had a know-how before, if you don't have one.
Okay,
See, as you said, you are an expert in reviewing, or you are somebody who had a knowledge about ICOs and cryptocurrency,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
I have knowledge about this. Now, if I want to get into the crypto world, I would be needing somebody who had a prior knowledge.
yeah.
Not because I want to limit my knowledge, but because I want to cross check what I already know and what I don't know. Hence, I need you. People who think they know everything are not innovative.
Right.
People who
Agreed.
see answers, they need people to ask the question and get the answers out. And that is the reason I'm there for them. I'm not for the majority, I'm for that 1 to 2 or to 3% people only.
Okay. Okay, but how would they even begin to find you? So I invent something
Yeah.
like some sort of new innovative widget,
Yeah.
whatever a widget. By the way,
A
for the
widget
viewers,
or a gadget or a,
yeah,
see,
an app,
your idea need not to be a product.
right?
It can be intangible thing. It can be a poem. It can be as small as a joke. You
Okay,
know, the intellectual property is something which comes out of your intellect.
yeah,
It can be a problem solving thing. It can be a form of art. It can be a painting. It can be a dance move. It can be a song. It can be anything.
okay,
Right. So what Kakushin is doing is helping people. See, there are things that can be patented. There are things that can be trademarked, and then there are certain things that can only be copyrighted, and there are certain processes that can never be patented at all,
right,
because you cannot claim it to be your intellectual property, because it has been in existence, or you cannot patent it for one or the other reason. There are several thousands of reasons that
like
you
like
can never patent.
like a book, the physical structure of a book. No, nobody owns
Yeah,
that
you cannot. Exactly. Like even Coca-Cola, the recipe of Coca-Cola, the Coke, is not patented. It's a secret.
Right.
but they have a trademark in how to write and how to represent Coca-Cola.
Okay.
So you can pour Coca-Cola in a plain bottle and sell it, and nobody and Coca-Cola cannot sue you. But you cannot pour your brand or your recipe into a bottle which represents Coca-Cola and sell it,
Okay.
because they have a trademark and a copyright, but they don't have a patent over the recipe. Getting my point?
Yeah. So what does Kakushin platform do?
Exactly. See, this is a very good question.
It is
And
a good.
yeah,
It is a good
because
question. I agree.
traditionally, what happens? A person comes up with an idea, an epiphany, and says, "Okay, this is a good idea. Let me work on it." And the person starts working on it. The person would have something in documentation, sometimes a scribble or a thought, and then the person would approach a patent authority or somebody with a legal help to identify that if this property, if this idea can be, how can I safeguard this idea and can earn money out of it without anyone else, reaping benefit out of it or stealing my idea. And there are two possibilities. Number one, the idea may or may not be patented, or option number two, this idea can never be patented and other people can reap benefit out of it. So a person gets scared and never get this idea monetized, never get this idea out in the market, and hence the idea just remains the idea. Problem stays the problem. There's no solution, and nobody gets the benefit out of it.
Okay.
Here comes Kakushin. Kakushin provides you a simple combination or a hybrid of a traditional world and the blockchain, benefits of blockchain. What happens when a user approaches Kakushin, or Kakushin identifies a person who has an innovative idea? It would be a two-way channel, right? Either an innovator and inventor can approach Kakushin, or Kakushin, through its agents, through its connection, through its network, would be on constant search for people who have come up with an idea and have not got the patent yet.
Right.
So we would be approaching them and saying that, okay, we give you, through blockchain, we would give you, how would I call it? We give you two registers or two ledgers,
Yeah.
So for example, we give you two ledgers, and what you do, it is a private ledger and a public ledger.
Okay. Sorry, Chandra, before you go on, because I don't want to forget later on, or the conversation moves on too much. Yeah. How will you find them? Because innovators and inventors, they can be reclusive folk, I imagine, sitting away trying to work it out. How are you going to find them?
What we are trying to do, we are not saying we would be able to identify each of them. I'm not Professor X with the cerebellum at my disposal. What I would do is contact educational institutions like universities, research institutions, government research centers, and identify these people. Every research may or may not get the fund for the research. Every inventor may or may not get enrolled in the university, but they might have given an application. We would be sending out the pamphlets and taking out the ads in the newspaper and the magazines related to it. And we would be having continue radio interviews and the social media appearances, where we would be making sure that we have enough media social reach, to make sure that people would know that, okay, there is something called intellectual property. That means my idea is an intellectual property.
Yeah.
The possibility I can make money out of the idea. How Kickstarter and Indiegogo works.
Yes.
But we are different. We are similar but different. Similar but different.
Okay.
So if a person can approach Indiegogo or Kickstarter or something like, a very innovative business, and they want to do something. So people, what they do, they go on internet and they try to find funds for it. Right.
Okay.
I have an innovative idea and I want funds for my business. So I type business for a startup. So Kakushin would be, and it is already has been in talks with the big business venture capitalists, hedge funds, and people like that
Okay.
who like to invest into the new business, who like to invest into new products. Through my business background, I already have tie-ups with manufacturing units, supply and chain distribution, CNFs, and the people who run the businesses on franchisee model.
Right. Okay.
So to them, we would make sure that if it's a tangible product, so this product from the point of inception to a patent, to a recognized product, to a finished product, and to sales distribution channel, to the retailer and to the end consumer. This is the complete ecosystem that we are providing, and we are the only one, until date, we are the only existing business that does that. No other
Okay.
business does that.
Okay, so you
But it does in the small sections, in the small fragments, but we do it from end to end.
great. Okay, so you've now found. So then, take me through the steps. So you've now found an inventor. You show them the public ledger and the private ledger.
Yeah, yeah. We give them access to the public ledger and the private ledger through blockchain technology, right?
Right.
I would be using general terms. I would not be telling you the more integrated details because obviously for the legal reason and the patented reason.
Sure.
So I'll give you just a gist of it. We would be using a hyperledger through which we give access to a public and a private ledger, right? So a person with intellectual property starts working on their intellectual property documentation, the development of the product, right? To a certain point when the person thinks that, okay, now my idea is good enough where I can share it with public. And at this point of time, he would contact the Kakushin ecosystem and we would make sure that one of our attorneys or the legal advisors or the patent officer, all three of them are consulting with this person, with this innovator or an inventor, right?
Right.
When all three of them or the majority votes says that yes, this product is safe enough or the concept is safe enough to be shared in public, we put it on a public ledger.
Okay.
And simultaneously, parallelly, we put a patent pending application with the respective patent office.
Right.
Right. So what happens, the patent, traditionally what happens, the person has to be the resident or a citizen of a country to file a patent in a certain country, right? And the patent remains under the political boundary of that country.
Right.
You move out of that country and you start, the person start manufacturing it, you cannot sue this person. Hence, the China got a bad name saying that everything duplicate can be manufactured in China.
Right.
This is the reason why Apple made sure that Apple got the patent in America and in China and manufacturing it in China, so nobody can make a duplicate of Apple in outside China.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
This is the traditional way. So we are not ditching the traditional way. We would be moving with the traditional way, but what we are doing parallelly is we are providing a platform on blockchain to make sure that the person who makes the first move gets the recognition first.
Yeah.
Like if for example, if I try to speak this and I try to imitate you and say,
Okay.
everybody would identify that I'm trying to imitate you, but I'm not the real person.
Right.
So this is my point. So the blockchain would get you the recognition. It may or may not get you the patent, but it gets you the recognition.
Yes.
But what Kakushin even does, I mean, what other ICOs are not doing it, nobody is doing it. Even the World Intellectual Property Organization or US Patent Office or Indian Patent Office or anybody does it, but we would do it. We would help that innovator to generate funds for the patent. There is a possibility that person, the product might be eligible for a patent,
Right.
but the person might not have enough money to get the patent.
Okay.
So if I don't have the money for patent and the other rich company has the money, what they do, they either take over or they engulf everything and I'm left with nothing. What Google did with Motorola, what Google did with Lenovo is the same thing. The reason why Google acquired Motorola is not because what Motorola is because the number of patents Motorola had.
Right.
And the number of patents Lenovo had. So Google acquired Lenovo and acquired Motorola and then left the project area that I don't want to continue with this. There would not be any modular cell phones. So we leave that behind. I have the patents, nobody can sue me, and I can make more money out of it. What we're trying to do is, we're trying to follow the basic concept of decentralization and power of innovation in person's hand.
Okay.
We don't want to, I mean, yes, we are into business. Yes, we would be charging money. Yes, we would have profit, but not at the cost of making somebody suffer or, taking over somebody's intellectual property and then putting it into a garbage bin. No, we don't want to do that.
Okay. All right. So you've got the patent or not, but it's secured on the blockchain. Everybody knows it belongs to this person. And
Yes.
then what do? You help them raise the funding?
Yes. We help raise funding for the patent. If you have the funding for the patent already, we try to raise funds, or we try to convert your intellectual property into a service or a product so people can actually purchase it. So hence the cash flow comes in. And the person who got the patent, the person who has the intellectual property, earns money out of the idea.
Right. Okay. And then where do the tokens come in all of this?
The tokens would come in for the payment of the legal fees between the attorney, for the legal aid that we would be providing you, for the investors, for the product. Say, for example, if I say that, I have this brilliant, I'll give you an example. One of the most frivolous projects or the product that we have is a bike, is an electric bike, right? I call it a luxury or a frivolous because, it is not very essential for living. It's a vehicle,
right?
So it's a bike, it's an electric bike, and it is a handmade electric bike. In 4 hours, it gets charged and it runs for 100 kilometers. Now you say, well, what's new about it? Electric vehicle getting charged with electricity and running. So the amount of energy used in producing electricity, it's almost same. You're burning a fuel, you're burning a fossil fuel, and hence producing electricity. So how electric vehicles are eco-friendly, and there is innovation into it. The innovation comes in that this electric vehicle produces the tokens, and that tokens can be used to pay for the electricity, for the maintenance of this vehicle, and to purchase the similar new vehicles. Getting the point?
I'm just thinking that, wait a minute, trying to wait that. So
okay, this is a car.
Yeah.
For 100 kilometers, this car runs.
Yeah.
This car would produce coins.
Yes.
Crypto. It would mine.
Yes.
Because we have a mining rig installed inside this car. We have a two-wheeler, we have a car, we have a pickup truck, and we are working on a plane. We have worked on it, and it already flies for 40 minutes.
No, wait a minute.
40 minutes.
No, you're talking about real-life products that you actually have. These aren't concepts.
Yes. These are not concepts. These are real-life products.
So you have an electric
and I'm talking,
car.
I'll be moving from a concept.
You have an electric car that
we
mines
have an electric
cryptocurrency.
car. Yes. We have an electric car that not only mines cryptocurrency, but also collects data about the road, the weather condition, the population, the pollution, and the tire pressure, and the driving conditions and everything.
Okay.
Hence, would make the, we would inculcate it with the artificial intelligence, hence generate the proper traffic signals and everything.
Sure.
Infrastructure.
But what has that got to do with Kakushin?
That product is exclusive to Kakushin.
Okay. So is it like somebody came to you with the idea, or you made it? You came, one of your team.
Yeah, I mean it's a mixture of both.
Okay.
We identified this person working on an electric vehicle. We identified somebody who was working on cryptocurrency. Then, while we were having our discussions, uh, we tried to amalgamate both the ideas because, see, the mining of cryptocurrency, mining needs power,
Yeah.
right? Electric vehicle, while it's getting charged, it is consuming power.
Yeah.
So while it's getting charged, it is mining cryptocurrency. While it's running and it's using power to run motor, we have, there is a patented product which even mines cryptocurrency while the vehicle is running.
Wow. I'd like
And
one of
it's
those. I'd like
and
one of
it's-
those.
definitely, we'll give it to you.
Yeah, just email
No,
it.
I'm sure.
Just email it to
Yeah.
me. Okay.
We would be getting it patented in European office to make sure that it is road safe in European countries.
Sure.
So it would be available in a few months time period. So you can legally buy it through the Kakushin platform,
No,
Kakushin markets.
Just send me one by email. Takes up no space. All right. Okay. And then so then you would then manufacture or support the person in this, whether it was
Yes.
a car or some other product, in getting it manufactured, then
Yes.
marketing it as well.
Yes. I'll not take the name of the organization we are in talks with,
Hmm.
but I'll give you the hint. It is an Indian organization. It is third or second in the market share when it comes to vehicles, and it is the pioneer when it comes to electric vehicle in Indian sub-region.
Mm.
That manufacturer, with the respect and regards of making sure that the person who has the intellectual property, who had the basic concept of the vehicle, gets the fair amount of money.
Right.
So this company, this already established brand, would manufacture this vehicle
Well, okay.
under their brand name, but make sure that they would recognize that, okay, this person is the inventor of this vehicle.
Okay. Now, it sounds incredibly complex though, because
Yeah.
you're going to be overseeing this long process with
Yes.
very different stages.
Yes.
So, are you doing? I take it you're doing that on your own, Chandan.
No, I mean, see, we try to follow this in a very decentralized manner.
Yeah.
We have people with a specific job for a specific project. For every project, for every intellectual property that we get, we have a case officer.
Okay.
Right. We don't have a huge amount of employees at the moment.
Yeah.
Right. But we have a specific person for a specific job, an expert. Like, for example, for handling ICO, for converting the whole business idea into an ICO, Mr. Sachin Bhargav, the person working through the ICO, right?
Yeah.
So if we talk about what ICO would be doing, what is market strategy, how you got more than 60,000 people on Telegram, how you got so many people talking about Kakushin on Bitcoin talks or forum, the credit goes to Mr. Sachin Bhargav. Why? Because he's an expert. He looks after this.
Right.
What we are trying to do, crypto, we are trying to follow a simple and a very basic structure of a family.
Okay.
A family. We have a father who's a provider.
Yeah.
We have a mother who's a nurture.
Yeah.
We have a brother and a sister who would help you doing everything. And this is what we do. So we have father who's a provider. So these are investors. We have a mother who is a nurture. So here comes the Kakushin team
Yeah.
with all legal aids and the consultants and the advisors. And then there are brothers and sisters who are the employees and the team of Kakushin ecosystem who would help you in every possible way.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, we are human beings. We are
Yeah.
not machines.
Yes.
So we understand that people have good days and bad days. People have different difficult days. So we consider that, and we would try to help you in every possible way. that we could do.
Okay, all right. And then, and I suppose from start to finish, from when the inventor or the innovator comes in to
Yeah,
when the product is out in the market, that can
yeah,
really vary depending upon the nature of the product.
yes. It is
Okay,
very subjective. It is very subjective.
okay,
See, if somebody says that they have a very brilliant idea and they want to write something which is same but different from House of Cards or say Harry Potter,
yeah,
right? If they if they write something very similar, there is a issue. There is a copyright issue. They cannot do it. Yeah. But if it's similar but different, and then they say that we want to get it recognized, and they approach Kakushin, we would make sure that first we would look into the legal implications.
right,
We would make that this person is not a plagiarist or not stealing idea from somebody else,
yeah,
and we would do it with the help of the public and private ledger.
okay,
Right. If you want to enter the Kakushin ecosystem, we give you access to public and private ledger. So in private ledger, you input all your documentation, all the proof that yes, this is my intellectual property. I have been working on it, right? So once we verify these proof, once we cross-check all the data that you have given us, once we cross-check all the documentation that has been provided to us, right? We consulted with the legal advisors. We consult with the people who are already working with the intellectual property for more than 40 years. I mean, I'm 36 years old, and we have people who have experience of more than 50 years working in intellectual property. So collective, we have. I'm moving just off the tangent, just to let you know. We in our kitty or our network, we have 6,000 inventors with
wow,
Kakushin systems.
wow. Now you say in your kitty, like you've already been in contact with them, or you're
They are part of Kakushin ecosystem. They are directly connected with it.
okay, 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 like a network of 600 inventors. That's amazing.
6,000.
6,000. I'm sorry, that's amazing. That's amazing.
We have people at very present. We have patent attorney or what they call it, a patent lawyer in
Mhm.
certain countries,
Yep.
in 27 countries.
Okay.
Right. The reason we got recognized and member of WIPO Green, World
Yep.
Intellectual Property Organization, is because we have access to 152 countries, and it would be growing. So there is a possibility if we are talking, say, down the track, and after 1 month,
Yep.
it would become 160 countries. So you apply for a patent and you get recognized out at once. You get recognized in 160 countries with your patent. No other organization does that for you at the moment.
But that can make a big difference. I can immediately see the value in that.
Exactly. So this is what we are providing. I have a patent lawyer representing almost every country. This is my target. What I'm
Right.
trying to do is I'm trying to have a connection with at least one lawyer and one patent attorney and one legal consultant in each country. At least one in each country.
That's amazing. What's the benefit for me as a possible interested investor? Well, as an investor, let's say I choose to invest. Why should I invest? What am I going to get out of it?
Yeah. See, being an investor, it gives you the double advantage. First, you would be the early adopters to the new technology,
Right.
and you have the innovative products. Like, for example, the headphones that you're using at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, a study tells that there are 700 times more bacteria growth if you use in your headphones, right? It's a study. I'm not saying it happens.
Sure.
It's a study.
Do you know, okay, Chandra, I wish you hadn't told me that. I just got to say, see my headphones, right?
Yeah.
These are air tubes, Kinden air tubes. So
Yeah.
if I use copper wire, I get headaches on my mobile phone. These ones are innovative because they use air to
See,
conduct
this
the
is the
sound.
point. This is an innovative product.
But now there's bacteria in my ear.
No. There's no bacteria in the ear.
Okay.
The reason there was a growth of bacteria in the ear because the electric signals that were transforming from electric signals to the voice were generating bacteria. Now you're using ear tube, so it is like a natural sound.
I'm so glad you told me that. It's amazing. So here they are. I'm going to link to these in the description below. Kindon ear tubes.
See, this is what I mean.
Yeah.
People are not well educated. Our ICO is not just about selling, investing, and taking out the product. It's a mission. It's a mission about making people aware about intellectual property. There is something called intellectual property.
Okay.
It is something that your idea can work for you, and not just for you, but for the whole community.
Okay.
If you come up with a solution, there's a huge difference between invention and innovation.
Yeah.
Invention is something that you produce something new. Innovation is something that it can be a frugal arrangement. It can be something with an already existing invention, but you solve a problem.
Yes. No, I get it. It's a little bit like, I see it like you're like a nursery.
Exactly.
For growing and nursery, like not like children, but like a plant nursery where you plant seeds, you grow plants, you eat the fruit that comes off, right?
Exactly.
So you're a nursery on the blockchain for innovation.
We are a complete ecosystem. Nursery only nurtures you.
Right.
Even for the kids.
You're the whole botanical garden.
Exactly.
with the customers coming in.
Exactly.
All right.
We are open from butterflies to the eagles and to the vultures. We are ready for them.
Okay, very good. Very good. All right.
Coming back to your question.
Yeah.
What is in for the investor, right? See, people who would like to solve a problem or suffering from a problem in their day-to-day life, is a solution. They may or may not come up with a solution, but if they find a solution and that can solve a problem for them, they are ready to pay the money for it, right?
Yeah.
And here comes the role of Kakushin system. We are providing you with a solution to a potential problem. If you do not have a solution to a potential problem, at least you have a problem. And you can submit that problem to us.
Okay.
And we would try, with the help of our 6,000 inventors and more than 172 patents and 72 products already in our kitty, we would try to brainstorm and solve the problem for you and come up with a product.
Okay. So it's not even like you go and find the inventors. You've already got the inventors. You get them to work on stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Can you create a product that has my children tidy their bedrooms?
Well, I don't know. I mean, some call it motivation, some call it sugar and stick.
Look at that. Already thinking of solutions. I would just say, no, it's not possible.
The way I do it, see, I have a solution for it.
Yeah.
I have a solution for it, and I would not charge you for that consultation. What I do with my daughters, I take their most favorite toy and hide it. and in the process of looking for it, I ask them, why don't you put everything in order to find that toy?
Very good, very inventive. Thank you. And that's a free consultation for everybody who's watching this video.
This is what I try to do. Anyway, so back to the point that what I'm asking from investors is not to invest in the ecosystem. No. If you have faith in ecosystem, you invest in ecosystem. I'm not saying that you invest into that jungle. Yeah. But you like mangoes. You invest in mango.
I like mangoes.
You like apples, you invest in apple.
I like mangoes. Okay.
Yeah. So I have a product which is a tangible product.
Yeah.
I have a product that is already running on airport of Singapore. We have a product it's a patented product, and it is only exclusively available through Kakushin, and it is already running on the airport of Singapore.
What is it?
It is the complete airport management system. It is a blockchain plus Internet of Things combination software that is already up and running, installed on airport of Singapore.
What does it do?
It keeps tracks of everybody entering and exiting airport. Gender, the age, the people who have traveled from the respective airlines, what time they got off, what time they got on, the staff members and everything.
That's amazing. I was in Changi Airport in December and January earlier this year. So
Yeah.
I would have, you wouldn't have recorded me, I hope, right? But my statistic, I would have shown up as a statistic.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, we are not targeting people personally.
Sure, metadata. No, I
But
understand
it's
that.
the data.
Yeah.
How many people come in, how many people go out, what kind of luggage, what kind of flights,
Okay.
maximum number of people. That's what
Now,
we are
this
doing.
is something that the Kakushin ecosystem has already nourished and created.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm very interested. See, every now and then when I do these interviews, I don't quite get it. Then the person I'm interviewing says something, and then this light bulb pops above my head. I think, oh my God, because an airport management system, one is I'd never thought of such a thing.
Yes.
And then two, what a brilliant idea. And three, aren't all airports doing it anyway? Because it allows them to track, record data, and then plan for future growth and expansion. Cut out
Exactly.
wastage and shrinkage, reduce costs, increase profitability, but also improve the experience for the passengers and the staff.
And the best part is we are doing it on blockchain and in combination with the blockchain and IoT.
Okay, okay. Oh, you and I need to talk separately about that because I want to find out more about that. In fact, I'm going to ask you this.
Okay. So yeah, we are doing it.
I would like to speak to that team or somebody responsible for that project.
Definitely.
Right, to find out about their intersection with Kakushin, because I think that's just incredible. I know about the stuff that's happening with blockchain through I hear about it through CoinDesk or Cointelegraph, or this YouTuber talks about it, or the banks say, "Oh, we're creating this false cryptocurrency called Ripple," right? but there must be I don't know hundreds and thousands of these potential projects.
Exactly.
That people wouldn't necessarily hear about. Okay, all right. So let's say I put my Kakushin tokens and say, okay, I'm going to invest in this airport management system. Then what happens?
Well, your money goes to a certain project. So
Right.
you said you want to invest into the airport management system.
Yeah.
So the money would go in the further development of that blockchain and that software, and then through that airport, we would try to convert it into a turnkey project for other airports.
Right. That's what I was already thinking.
Yeah.
That's right.
The reason the Singapore Airport Authority got convinced, because we held them track, not just one, not just two, but 20 fake travelers in 1 month.
20 fake travelers.
Yes.
What's a fake traveler?
Fake traveler is that person who would enter the airport with a boarding pass, pretending to go somewhere, but doesn't. He sits, he spends his time, and then gets out.
And sorry, you cut out. They enter on a fake boarding pass, pretending to
No,
go somewhere.
not the fake boarding pass, not the fake boarding pass.
Okay, so real life so they buy an airline ticket.
The person has an air ticket, or may or may not. I don't know. We don't, because we are not tracking the person.
Okay.
Personally.
Okay.
The person, we identified there are about 20 people in 1 month. They
Yeah.
would enter the airport. They would not purchase anything from the shops.
Right.
But they will sit in front of a certain gate. They would wait. And after the flight has taken off, they would just get out of the airport.
Why?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Exactly. So the airport authority got suspicious.
Yeah.
And hence we implemented the system, and they were able to track it.
That's amazing. That's
Right.
Because if that's happening in Singapore, that's happening at JFK, that's happening in Amsterdam,
It's
Frankfurt,
everywhere.
Heathrow. I mean,
Everywhere.
I still want to know why somebody would do that, right?
Well, it's a potential threat. I mean,
Yeah.
there are many ways of looking at the things. well, one can say that if I'm entering and exiting of the airport and there is only a security check checking if I'm not carrying anything dangerous, but I can still get into the airport. I can take the photographs. I can sit. I can look at the patterns of people coming in and coming out.
That's right. I could gather information.
Exactly.
Right. But I can. What else could I do? I could be tracking somebody. I could be a threat to an individual.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
This is what we are trying to provide.
All right.
Safety for everyone.
So then you so the airport management system, you turn that into a turnkey product, and then you sell that onto to Heathrow, to Melbourne Airport, to Frankfurt Airport, and then I get
money out of it.
I love money. I love money landing in my wallet.
Yes.
And it's
the best part is you have a choice of getting paid into either fiat currency or in a cryptocurrency.
Very good. Very
and that too, not just one fiat currency, depending on which country you belong to.
Right. Okay. So I'd get paid in the main, of course, the main ones like the dollar and the euro. But if I was, how can you pay people in different fiat currencies? How are you going to do that?
Well, again, we have a project. Our own project.
Is it an innovative project?
It's an innovative project, and that has the power to convert 126 currencies into a cryptocurrency, and a cryptocurrency into 126 fiat currencies, and you can remit it into your respective country, into your respective bank account.
Okay, and now. I'm a bit gobsmacked. Okay, right.
So
that's amazing. So tell me what other amazing innovative. So you've got an electric car that mines, right? You've got an airport management system for Singapore, and this is patented on the blockchain, so nobody else can copy it. You've got this innovative product that converts fiat currencies into cryptocurrency and vice versa. What else have you got?
I'll tell you something very life-saving and very close to my heart.
Yeah.
And this is also up and running.
Yeah.
The major part is running in Asian countries. I cannot take the name of the country.
Sure.
Legal reason.
Yep.
Because we have gave that project. It is running. We are not involved monetarily at the moment. It is still as a pilot project, and we are funding it. Right. It is a complete hospital management system.
Okay.
E-health medical records of the patients.
Okay.
Right. And a part of it is, again, and this product is a blockchain-based product, again.
Yeah.
It is a blockchain-based product. Now, a part of it is running in India. It is blockchain-based blood bank connective system. First, I'll explain from the smaller version to the bigger version, right? What happens in the blood banks? Whole blood, platelets, white blood cells, red blood cells, they get expired.
Yes.
In some blood banks, there is a shortage of a certain kind of blood group, and in certain blood banks, there is excessive amount of blood of a certain blood group. But when somebody needs blood, these two blood banks are unable to communicate among each other. The hospital doesn't know which blood bank to contact, and the person suffers, the patient suffers.
Right.
Might lose the life.
Okay.
But we have implemented in one state of India, in Karnataka, this product has connected all the blood banks throughout the state.
Wow.
So now you know which blood bank has what kind of blood, in what quantity, and what is the expiry date.
Right.
So you need not to use the fresh blood. You can use the blood that is about to expire, but not has expired yet.
Right.
And put to use. So there is a less wastage, more usage, increased efficiency, and saving the lives.
Okay. Patented.
This patented.
And then you create it as a turnkey solution. You sell it all around the world, and then the token holders get returns.
Exactly.
Very good. And this is all. And these projects are already up and running. So,
up and running. They are already or making money.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Are they producing a profit and a return for the company?
You can say they are making revenue.
Yeah.
As I said, for the Asian country, where we have put the hospital system on a pilot project.
Okay.
It is not making a profit because they are not paying us.
Sure.
They are giving them a demonstration.
Sure.
It's a demo.
Yeah.
So
and then it becomes a case study, and then you go and sell it.
Exactly.
Okay, very good. Now, if I were to invest in the platform,
yes,
would I be able to select these existing profits, or will it be only for new projects as well?
It is in the coming time. Yes, you can choose a particular project, you can choose a particular product, or you can choose to invest into the Kakushin ecosystem and let our financial advisors identify you the best suitable projects depending on the amount you are investing.
Right. Okay.
And the returns you are looking into.
Okay, and then my investment and the return, all of that is done through smart contracts. I take it.
Yes.
And I take it the returns will and the time of payment will vary according to the different nature of the project.
Or the nature of the project, yes.
And then I imagine, I'm checking this out, right? So tell me if I got this wrong. There will be certain projects which are like, I suppose, social goods, social projects.
Yes.
Like the blood bank thing, so I can have my money going into there. Okay, very good, very good. I like very much. Now, I'm going to ask you.
My projects, I mean, sorry, I'm...
go on, please.
My projects, we are making sure that, as I said, even the electric vehicle, and I call it frivolous because it's an electric vehicle, but in the long term, I mean, you look at any other company, they call electric vehicle as a social responsible project.
Yeah.
So our projects are doing good for the community.
Right, okay, very good. All right, very good. Now,
it's not about just making money. It's making sure that it helps the community getting a better community.
Okay, now, I can tell by your accent, and also because you told me at the beginning you're in Bhopal, India,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
A few weeks ago, the RBI or something said that somebody in the government said cryptocurrencies are banned, right?
Yeah.
So
yes.
Why should anybody invest in Kakushin.tech in that sort of political climate?
Okay, yeah. Yeah. So there are two parts of the answer, right?
Yeah.
I'll give the better and good news and the second part.
Okay.
The first part would be to remove the mist out of this, right? What Indian government said, they are not against blockchain. And they stated a fact that Bitcoin is not a legal tender in India. It is like saying that US dollar is not a legal tender in UK and pound is not a legal tender in India. It is similar, right?
Okay.
It is a fact.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But for example, if I come to Bhopal,
yeah,
and you give me £500, I wouldn't refuse it, even though it's not legal tender in India.
I agree.
I give you £500 and you wouldn't refuse it either.
Similarly, yes,
Okay.
I agree. It's all about acceptance, right?
Yeah.
So what government has said, because the trend is that people have been muling their money without paying tax into cryptocurrency,
Right.
And then when the markets are up, they take out the money,
Right.
and they have more money, and more money means more power in India. So
Okay.
government is trying to tap those people. They are trying to catch those people who are not paying their taxes, but they are exploiting the resources and infrastructure in the country.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
What RBI said that trading in cryptocurrency is not banned, but they are making sure they have frozen the cryptocurrency bank accounts to make sure that how many people have invested in cryptocurrency after the demonetization.
Okay.
8th November 2016.
Yes, I read a lot about that, where they got rid of the two highest denomination notes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they're trying to track these people who have invested into it. Now, having said that, cryptocurrency trading is not banned, but through bank is not advisable at the moment. Yes, agreed. The second part, Kakushin ecosystem, is not an Indian company. It is not registered in India.
Okay. So where is it registered?
It is in Australia.
Okay, so then nobody needs to be concerned.
No.
Okay.
Neither we have any account in India. No, we don't.
Right. And is it open to investors from all over the world, including
India?
Okay. Sorry.
It is open to all over the world, including India.
Including India? Including Americans?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
No. Including Americans, let me be very clear about it.
Yeah.
Let me be clear about it.
Okay.
And I want to make it a point. A person investing into a project or a product, right?
Yeah.
So American securities or the whatever the government body is,
SEC.
SEC. They don't have any issues when you invest into a tangible product.
Right.
The problem when you invest into something crypto, which
Okay.
is not tangible or not out in the market, right?
Right.
So I suggest to these people, when you invest into Kakushin, you make sure you invest into a certain project which is producing a tangible product. So for example, you can invest into a light bulb which does not need electricity for 4 hours.
You have a light bulb? You have a light bulb like that?
Yes, we have a light bulb that you can put, and even if the power goes out, it is on for 4 hours. And you can screw it out and use it like a torch.
That's amazing. I'd like one of those.
We have a wheelchair, and you need, even if you're fully paralyzed. I mean, scientist Mr. Stephen Hawking, right?
Yeah.
You can move nothing, not even your
Sure.
finger. But if you breathe, you can move your wheelchair through that, and it is a patented product, and we have it.
Wow. Okay. All right. Enough. There's too many too many smart, clever inventions, right? How would somebody find out about these inventions?
We would be publishing them on our marketplace very soon.
Okay. So is that website open?
When you open Kakushin ecosystem and you look into the structure and the roadmap, you would see there is a marketplace that is about to be launched, right?
Okay.
And what we are looking forward is investment into the organization so we can develop a blockchain-based market system. So we can sell all these products throughout the globe, including the postal charges. So you don't have to pay for the postal charges, you know.
Okay, so I'm just looking at the roadmap now. You can see my screen, right, Jandan?
No, not at the moment.
You can't. You should. I thought I was sharing my screen with you. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's do that. You should be able to see my screen now. Okay.
Yes, now I can see. Yes.
Yeah. So there's the ecosystem development quarter 2 2018. So that's going on now. One of the team has asked me if I want anything. If I have any questions, I'll ask Jandan. I'm talking to him right now. Okay. So then you got the ecosystem developed quarter 2, quarter 4, Kakushin exchange launching. This is the one with the fiat to cryptocurrencies you mentioned earlier.
Exactly. This is the exchange where you would have the top 10 or 20, depending on our negotiation with the currencies. The popular currencies like Bitcoin, ETH, on the exchange, and people can convert their tokens. Sorry, let me cut myself and reiterate the sentence and reform the sentence. The innovative thing about our exchange is that our exchange would have all the ICOs that we would be launching through Kakushin ecosystem, plus the new ICOs that are not being listed on any other exchange for monetary reasons.
Right.
You know how the big exchanges charge in arms and legs and kidneys for ICOs to list their coins, right?
Yeah.
What we are offering here, that if you are starting an ICO, and you have to be a genuine ICO, and yes, you have a clear conscience of doing something good in the business world, then we would list your coin out. But you have to make sure that you are not a fraud, and we would have our due diligence and cross verification and our eligibility criteria to check that. And we
Okay.
would list all those coins with the least possible fees on this exchange.
Okay, very good. Very good. Chandan, I'm going to have to stop you, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Right? I think you and I could talk for hours and hours and hours about the depth of this project. I had no idea there was so much to it. We could talk for hours on all the innovations and inventions that you've already got in place. Never mind the ones that you're building, coming that haven't yet come through. And I will do more videos for those of you that are watching this. I will do more videos covering some of that stuff, right? Absolutely. I'm fascinated by this. I just want to let people know that if they do want to take part, just some basic details about the ICO. So the pre-sale is now live and it ends in 30 days, 8 hours. Let's go to the main website because I think it actually gives dates, which are a little bit more useful for the purposes of a vlogger. Now, Zoom is much better, but for this, could you invent something that stops this bar coming down when I want to change a tab?
We are actually working on it. No, seriously, we are working on blockchain-based audio, video, and peer-to-group and group-to-peer conferencing.
That's okay. That's amazing. All right, let's have a look. So you've had the private pre-sale. What was your target during the private pre-sale, and how much did you raise?
Well, that's not my department.
Yeah.
I think Sachin would be the right person to talk about it.
Okay, no problem.
I'm more of a department where it comes to the links, building business connections and getting inventors and innovators in.
Okay.
When it comes to ICO and sales and everything, Sachin would be the right person to talk to.
Okay, no problem. Then the pre-sale, 1st of May to the 31st of May.
Yeah.
And is there a minimum investment for this?
It is mentioned. I think it's a $2. That's the minimum investment.
$2. I think. Do you know? I think I can manage 4.
Oh, thank you. With 3 zeros at the back.
3 zeros. Yeah, that's right. I'll do your entire hard cap. Okay. So a hard cap of $4 million, soft cap $4 million, hard cap of $30 million, and let's have a look. The main token sale date 1st of June to the 30th of June, and it sounds to me that this has a lot of potential because you're covering so many angles. You know, some ICOs will just do this one thing and they'll do it really, really well, but you're supplying services for the whole of human experience.
Hence, it's called ecosystem.
Yeah, ecosystem. Very good, very good. Okay, so and people can take part by purchasing an ETH, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Dash. Very good. All right, so and it's 0.009 during the.
It was till yesterday.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, okay. Its pre-sale is 3 cents for a KKN coin, which is a 50% bonus on the main sale price. I recommend people look through the white paper, and also please do subscribe, hit the notification bell. I will be doing more videos on this. Do not despair. Now, before we finish up, Chandan, is there anything else you want to say that we haven't covered?
I just want to make sure that people should know about this, that we are doing this ICO not because we not because we want to get into the cryptocurrency. The whole idea of getting into an ICO and doing it because we already have products and projects on blockchain, and if we can get the community that is working on the blockchain involved with it, we can do wonders.
Yeah.
You know, the products are already out in market, and one or the other day you might be using it without even having a background knowledge that it was out in the market through Kakushin ecosystem.
Yes.
But the whole idea is try to adapt to the innovation and try to adapt to the new technologies. It's always good for everybody.
Great. Chandan, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it, right? And for everybody else, thank you. If you have any comments or questions for Chandan or the rest of the team about Kakushin, please donate your comments, put them in the description below. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. And whatever you do, keep filling your pockets with Kakushin profits. This is Crypto Rich and Crypto Chandan signing out. All the best. Bye bye.